Welcome back, everyone. It's Scootsy16 here. Another episode of the Chemlock League. The Outlaws have started the year 0-3. Season 3 has gotten off to a very rocky start. And honestly, it's been the offense that's to blame. The pitching has done really well. Kellen Kirk, Madden Zimmerman, Rince Shaw, all three have had really great performances. The bullpen, which is graded so highly, has been struggling quite a lot. We'll see what we could do in Game 4 against the Pythons, but the Outlaws, in that year that we have to win it all, or we will be replacing the team that I control, is not looking too good, folks. So we're going to head out to the Pythons' home turf to face off against them. And let's take a look at what the lineup's going to be for that one. I'm going to do a quick little refresh here. We'll see what ends up happening. We got Tony Centercut in left field, Hensley and DHing, B-Buck catching again, Justice Colon at first base, Rock Quintana at second. Sorelli, I kind of want to sit. So if we do a position swap here for Caroline Dealer in right field, it's not looking great, but I'm okay with it. And then Sorelli, I'm going to bring Dalton Babshishin back in because he does not have the wellness drop now. And then we'll see Ramon Lee at short. Cannon Avery will be our third baseman. So what do we do with this lineup? Who do we put where? Should we give Babshishin a chance to lead off? He did hit a triple or a double in his first at-bat last time before getting hurt. Tony Centercut in the 2 spot maybe. And then we put Elias Hensley at 3 spot. Rock Quintana at 4. Ramon Lee at 5. Justice Colon at 6. Then we have B-Buck, Caroline Dealer, and then Cannon Avery. I don't know. Actually, let's see what Saul Ferguson does at at third base. No, I want to give Cannon another chance. We'll see what Ramon Lee does. He did get a base hit, but if he continues to struggle, I might try out Saul Ferguson at short, see what that looks like. Really, this is like everyone's playing garbage. So I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to go away uniforms, and let's get things started for Lily Dubs at Battery Bay against the Pythons. They have a couple of locked-in players. They have one of their best hitters, Aiden Heaves, is currently tense, and they'll have a long reliever be their number 4 starter. So this will be interesting to see how long do we go against the Pythons before their starting pitcher gets pulled. Their team is really good. If you saw their ratings, they look really good. Ours have been a downgrade for sure. I don't know what to do with this team. I'm so freaking frustrated with them. I did just record the last episode, so I'm doing back-to-back episodes here. I think more than anything else, I just want to get through the season as quickly as possible. Dalton Babshishin sends one into right center field. That ball is going to get down. It hits off the base of the wall. Hornblower gets to it quickly with his good arm, and that's going to be a leadoff double for Dalton Babshishin. Is he the catalyst we need for this team to get things going? Tony Centercut batting .375 on the year with 1 solo home run to his name. The former MVP has had a very down year comparatively to his rookie season. Hits a fastball right to Besto Durham at first. That does allow Babshishin to get over to third now. So with 1 out, runner on third base. And now Elias Hensley, who we put into the number 3 spot in the order with tier 3 fastball hitter and high pitch. And there's a fastball sent into deep left field and off of the leaping glove of Henry Fernandez. Really impressive attempt for him. I don't think that animation is very common in this game, as he leapt for that. Does not have very good fielding traits, and it ends up bouncing off his glove. So that's going to be a base hit for Hensley, who got that fastball and drove it. Now Rock Quintana comes up with a runner on first, swings through a missed pitch there, 0-2 count, and takes ball inside, just missed the plate there, and makes contact there, fouling it back. 2 off-speed pitches for Hernandez and gets him to strike out. So Rock Quintana continues his struggles all the way back to season 1 playoffs, really. He never got things going in year 2. And Ramon Lee comes up from the 4 spot, 2 outs. Elias Hensley at first base. 1 run did score on that double, followed by runner advancing and then the base hit from Hensley to get the Outlaws on the board. So 2-2 count here for Ramon Lee. Fouls 1 off, so we'll do it again. Bo Fernandez will not be going deep into this game unless he gets the simulated trait activated, or he gets an efficient inning. So he gets a strikeout from Ramon Lee, and 1 run scores on the base hit from Elias Hensley. And now Gustav Lambert, the third baseman, is locked in coming into this one. Tier 2 inside pitch. Looks like a new player. I don't remember seeing him last year. Also has Tier 2 distractor, so if he gets on base, that will be helpful for him. And that ball is going to get down into right field. Caroline Dealer ranges over to get it as it was tailing into the corner, and so he will be reaching base, and he will now have distractor activated. And now Fist Gallagher comes up with Tier 2 bad ball hitter. He's locked in. He was a big hitter in the playoffs last year, and nice. Fist Gallagher played for the Dive Bombers, and stolen base attempt, and B. Buck with a great throw down to second base to get that out, and Gustav Lambert goes down with an attempted stolen base, and now Fist Gallagher sends that into center field deep, and it's going to die right at the edge of the warning track for Dalton Babshishin getting to that quickly. Eliana Chambers comes up, DH for this one, batting 167 through 3 games, and 3 games? 4 games. Yeah, 3 games for the Pythons. 2-0 count here. Lily Dubs will give up another base hit, and now second runner reaches, but because of that failed stolen base attempt, only 1 runner on base with 2 outs for Lorelei Von Crum, I believe a former sewer sneak, Tier 2 base rounder and Tier 2 sign stealer. Nice block from Buck. No speed over there at first base. That ball sent deep into right center field, and it's going to bounce off the top of the wall. Babshishin will get it in quickly. The runner is going to hold at third for the double for Lorelei Von Crum, and passes it down the line to one of the best hitters on this Pythons team, Aiden Heaves, having a tough year himself. He's currently tense, Tier 2 bad ball hitter. And Lily Dubs looking to try and get out of this first inning jam. We've seen her pitch well above her ratings the entire time we've had her on the Outlaws. That's the reason she's still on this team. But I've been fearing that as she gets a walk there on 4 pitches. So bases loaded for Henry Fernandez. 250 hitter on the year, Tier 2 off-speed hitter, great speed, good contact, average power. Great opportunity for the Pythons, and that first pitch gets grounded to second base. Rock Quintana to first to end the inning. So Lily Dubs got into her jam there, but prevents any runs from scoring, and the Pythons will squander a big opportunity. And now we head to the top of the second. It was a long first inning there for both teams. The Outlaws winning 1-0 so far. Justice Cologne swings at the first pitch and grounds out to Von Crum for out number 1. She has been our most reliable hitter in Season 3, but she grounds out to start the second inning. And here comes B. Buck. B. Buck got the day off last time due to catching and getting tired. 1-1 count here, looking for a fastball to drive. Gets an off-speed pitch for a ball. And there's a fastball, but swung late, and it's going to tail foul. 2-2 count now. And Buck gets a off-speed pitch, but he has to swing at that one. Fernandez looked like he was distracted by the crowd there initially, but he paid attention and got over to that one, catching it for out number 1. Luckily, it was kind of hit right to him. So 2 outs for Caroline Dealer, who went over in her last game. 1-1 count here, and Hernandez has been cruising. That fastball gets blooped into right field, and that's going to be out number 3. So Fist Gallagher catching that. And the Pythons' long reliever getting the start today has cruised pretty effectively through 2 innings, so it might give him a chance to get into the bottom of the fourth, and potentially into the fifth inning, where we might see that simulated trait activated. Besto Durham comes up, first baseman, looking to see what he can do. Has yet to get a hit on the year. 2-1 count, and swings at one that goes right to Justice Cologne for out number one. And now Marcel Hornblower, I believe that was their all-star choice for season 2. Hornblower, yes, was the Pythons' elected all-star. He had 5 home runs last year and had 15 RBIs, so big power hitter. 1-2 count here. Not much contact, but when he does make contact, drives it a long way. 2-2, and fouls that one off. So Lily Dubs trying to finish him off. That ball's going to be lofted into left field and out of play, so we'll do it again. And that ball now hit to right field, but it's going to hang out for Dealer for catching that out number 2. Legend Buckley, the catcher, comes up. 2 traits here, Tier 2 consistent and Tier 2 bad ball hitter. Great power numbers, but very, very low contact. Batting 200 on the year, and Lily Dubs falls behind 2-0. Falls behind 3-0 and takes ball 4, and she can't believe it. She just lost her accuracy entirely on that one. And Gustav Lambert, who got a base hit and was locked in to start this game, got caught stealing second base and lost his mojo. He's going to look to see if he can recover it here. Takes a first pitch strike. No speed over there at first base with 2 outs. Lily Dubs throws outside. She is laboring through this game so far, and that ball hit hard left field right at Tony Centercut, who catches that for out number 3. So a clean inning there for Lily Dubs, but it was a lot of pitches, and I don't think she's going to get much deeper into this game, maybe through 3 innings, but I don't see her getting much into the 4th unless it's a very quick 3rd inning. Bo Fernandez, however, has 29 pitches here now. Against the Outlaws. He had a tough first inning, but was able to recover pretty quickly, and we'll see how long he goes. That dribbles past the pitcher. Aiden Heaves will get it over to first for out number 1. And that makes the first round through the lineup a bit of a disappointment for the Outlaws. And now Dalton Babshishin, who scored the only run here today, sends one into right center field once again. That ball is going to get down all the way to the wall. Hornblower gets to it quickly, but again, another double for Dalton Babshishin, this time with 1 out, and he is in scoring position for Tony Centercut, who last time grounded out but advanced the runner over to third base. So all I ask is, Dalton, please do not steal third. Please do not attempt to steal third. Centercut gets a fastball, but he gets underneath it. It's going to hang up in left field. Missed that ball. He's really mad at himself, and Fernandez catches that for out number 2. So Elias Hensley now, 1-for-1 with an RBI single his last time up. We'll see if he can drive another pitch. He got a fastball that he was able to pummel into left field. He's looking to find a good pitch to hit here. He takes a high pitch for a ball. And there's a high pitch, but it's going to be popped foul and out of play. So 1-1 count. Just missed that one. And pushes that one foul too. So 1-2 count with 2 outs. Takes a ball outside. Bo Fernandez trying to get out of the inning. Gets another one pulled foul. So we'll do it again. Staying alive is Hensley. 2-2, 2 outs. Ball 3. So now full count here with 2 outs for Elias Hensley. And gets a fastball, but just fights it off going foul. We'll do it again, and there is a pitch driven into right center field, all the way out of here, about 3 rows deep for Elias Hensley, his first home run as an Outlaw. He's finally able to drive the ball. He goes 417, a 2-run shot, and that is a 3-0 ball game. And Dalton Babshishin, hanging out on second base, was able to avoid making any mistakes base running wise. And now Rock Quintana, can we go back to back here, folks? We'll see. As Rock Quintana does it, oh, center field, and it's gonna hit off of the scoreboard, and that bounces out of the stadium. Absolutely demolished one, 475, and that was a fastball. His second home run of the year. Oh my God, Rock Quintana. Woo! I hope that turns things around for him. He just kind of has these moments as we go to the bullpen, and Nadia Macias will come in to replace Bo Fernandez. Macias with tier 2 reverse splits active against Ramon Lee. This is a pitcher we saw in the free agent pool one off season. She gets a really fast fastball there, 2-2, and Ramon Lee stays alive with 2 outs, fighting against those reverse splits. Macias trying to put him away and does. There's a fastball down and in for strike 3. But 3 runs come across on a 2-run homer from Elias Hensley, followed by a solo shot from Rock Quintana. And the offense is starting to wake up a little bit. This is 4 runs is the most we've scored in a game this year so far. Formerly 3 runs, and now Lily Dubs with a bit of cushion here. She does give up a base hit to Fist Gallagher, but I think anytime Fist is up, you just want to get a ball that he can drive down into the ground and not carry, because that ball will carry for a long way. Fast runner at first base for Eliana Chambers. And she pulls one foul there, so she's down 0-2 against Dubs. And does not bite on that changeup low and out of the zone. 1-2 count. And that ball is going to be dribbled to Ramon Lee, over to Rock Quintana, over to Justice Colon for the double play. 6-4-3 to clear the bases, and Lily Dubs cleans things up pretty quickly, and now she'll face a Lorelei Von Crum, who hit a double her last time up, but now bases are cleared, so we're not as concerned about that. 2-0 count, and fouls one back. Fouls another one off on a pitch that was low and out of the zone, so now 2-2, 2 outs, and does not chase. Almost got her to go there. Full count and a foul. And Sign Stealer activates, reads the pitch perfectly, but pushes it foul, so we'll do it again. And there's ball 4. Does not chase the high fastball, and Lily Dubs lost her, but now Lorelei Von Crum, with her below-average speed, will be standing on first base for Aiden Heaves. And that's it for Lily Dubs, as Dane Rollins will come in to replace her here in the bottom of the 3rd with 2 outs. And Aiden Heaves, who took a walk his last time, takes a second pitch ball, so he's seen 6 consecutive balls in this one. Gets the strike there. Still tense is Aiden Heaves, but looking for a bad ball to hit, and that ball was really bad, but it's going to get away from B-Buck and allow Von Crum to advance to second. How did that not catch the corner? Aiden Heaves takes another walk as that ball stayed outside, and I thought that caught the corner, and that was strike 3, but instead, Henry Fernandez will come up with 2 on and 2 out. First pitch ball there. Dane Rollins not able to get ahead in this one. He pops that one up. It's going to stay in play, and Justice Colon, with her great speed, is able to get over there for out number 3. So what looked like a bit of a tense inning there. Lily Dubs going 2 2/3 before exiting this one, and Dane Rollins gives up a walk and then is able to finish the rest of that inning off. So 4-0 lead here for the Outlaws against the Pythons, and Justice Colon walks into the tier 2 reverse splits for Macias because she's a switch hitter, and she's going to ground out to second base for out number 1. B-Buck, the lefty, will now come up to the plate. Not going to be affected by that reverse splits, but he is looking for that elite four-seam fastball to see if he can drive that. Gets a slider for strike 1. There's the fastball, but he swings late, and that's 0-2. There's an off-speed pitch. Somehow that catches the zone. B-Buck is like, call it for both sides, ump. Call it for both sides, as he walks back to the dugout, now tense. And now Caroline Dealer will be affected by the reverse splits. Also looking for a fastball. Gets the slider for a strike. There's the fastball, but pops it foul. Couldn't get on top of it. 0-2 count. And there's strike 3. The curveball drops into the zone for out number 3, and a 1-2-3 inning for Macias. Yeah, her name's Macias, right? Macias? I don't remember. Besto Durham comes up, 0-1. Still looking to get his first hit of the season. Dane Rollins looking to see if he can get ahead, which he does. Now that he is getting a clean inning for him to get started, he gives up a base hit to Besto Durham. His first hit of the year, folks, and he does it against the Outlaws. So that's going to be a leadoff base hit. Marcel Hornblower now comes up, 0-1 today. Again, that power plays up really well in this stadium, and he's looking to see if there's one he can drive. That slider sails out of the zone for a ball. There's a nice strike. 1-1 count here for Hornblower. Dane Rollins misses the zone there on the changeup. And that strike hits the top, so 2-2 count with no outs and a dribbler right in front of the mound, and Dane Rollins able to get there quickly. Luckily, Justice Cologne recognized that and was able to retreat back to first. They get the out at first, but the runner does advance to second, so now it acts like a sacrifice bunt, and we'll see a runner on second with 1 out for Legend Buckley, who worked a walk in his last at-bat. There's a strike, so 1-1 count. And that ball's going to stay low and inside, so 2-1 count. Buckley will take strike 2. Dane Rollins already tired here, pitch number 20, and that's a foul. 2-2, 1 out, runner on second, and there's the strikeout. Nice pitching from Dane Rollins. Nice pitch that just dropped out of the zone, and he chased it. And so now we turn to the number 1 hitter in the lineup, Gustav Lambert, 1 for 2, excuse me. Gets ahead along with inside pitch activated. It gives him the inside pitch, but he takes it for a strike. Have to be really careful there, Dane. He's getting tired, and that time the fastball does not catch the top of the zone. That ball sails out, and that's going to be a strike, so 1-2 count with 2 outs. Dane Rollins will get him to line 2. Ramon Lee, it bounces off the ground, so he has to throw it over to first, but that's going to be out number 3. So another base hit given up, but another clean inning for the pitching of the Outlaws. And now we'll get things started with Cannon Avery, 0 for 1 today, now being also impacted by that reverse splits. Nadia Macias. Okay, so I was like, was Macias the first name? I couldn't remember. And 2-0 count here for Cannon. Takes a strike and hits one up the middle for a base hit, and Cannon Avery is on the hit board for the Outlaws. His first hit as an Outlaw in 2 games, and he has got a big sigh of relief over there at first base as the dugout was cheering for him, standing there on the top step after he got that one. And the runner is going to be able to advance to second, and as Legend Buckley misplays that ball, and it gets away from him. So now runner in scoring position for Dalton Babshishin, 2 for 2 with 2 doubles, and he pops that one foul, so 2-1 count. He is being impacted by that reverse splits again. And that ball is going to get over the glove of the shortstop and into left field. Throwing it to third is Hernandez in left field, and that's going to be a base hit. So now runners on first and third. Tony Centercut with a rough day today, 0 for 2. And Macias gets the fastball, and it's going to bounce off the glove of Durham, but it's going to get he's going to get back to the bag in time. One runner does score on that little dribbler off of the glove of the first baseman. The other runner gets to advance to second. Great speed over there at second now in Babshishin. And Elias Hensley with the pitch out there, so they're watching the runner at second. And Hensley got the 2-run homer in his last at-bat. Gets a fastball, but he pulls that one, and it drops right in front of the third baseman. Easy toss to first for out number 2. Rock Quintana, 1 for 2 with a solo home run in his last at-bat. Macias gets pulled. Evergreen Avila comes in. Avila with tier 2 crossed up. First pitch strike here. Great junk and great velocity. Forcing him and a slider. 1-1 count here for Quintana. Swings through the fastball. So 1-2 count, and Rock will put that one to second base, and Aiden Heaves, who was shading towards second base, has to dive to his left. Gets that one, gets up, tosses it to first for out number 3. A 1 run does come across on a little infield fielder's choice, or an infield ground out, and it is 5-0 here in the bottom of the 5th. Fist Gallagher comes up against Dane Rollins, who's getting very tired, and that ball hit high and hard to right field. It's carrying, it's dying, and at the warning track is Caroline Dealer, calling it and catching it for out number 1. Eliana Chambers now up, 1 for 2 with a single today. Good contact here, decent power, and Dane Rollins still laboring out there, but pushing through the exhaustion as he gets strike 2 now, 0-2 count, and Chambers will fight one foul 31st pitch of the day, and that ball is hit into left field, but lightly and easily caught for center cut, out number 2. Lorelei Von Crum 1 for 1 with a double and a walk, and I think should be it for Dane Rollins. And they bring in Colton Ryan, the rookie, his first appearance of the year. He gets a chance to see what he is made of. Recently went from B to B plus after some random development. 2-0 count here, and that ball is going to go foul just down the first baseline, just misses the bag. That ball is going to get popped foul, so now 2-2, 2 outs, and that ball hit hard into left field, down in front of center cut. It's going to be a base hit with 2 outs for Lorelei Von Crum. And Aiden Heaves, who is 0 for 0 with 2 walks, no official at-bat here, will come up. Neutral mojo, bad ball hitter activated. Colton Ryan in a tough position here. Gets that elite curveball over. So 0-2 count and drops that one at the bottom of the zone. And nice pitch, but Aiden Heaves is a professional batter for a reason. And he was able to make enough contact, drive that up the middle for a base hit. So a 2-out rally brewing here for the Pythons for Colton Ryan against Henry Fernandez. I was right the first time. Fernandez in left field. He's tense. Looking for an off-speed pitch. Instead, he gets a fastball. He sends it up the middle. Babshishin is going to be throwing that one cut off by Justice Colon. And it's bases loaded for Besto Durham, who's 1 for 2 with a with a single today. Excuse me. He got his first hit of the year last time up and pulls the first pitch foul. Really antsy on that one, well ahead of it. And this is a chance for the Pythons to get back into this one. And that one goes foul, so 1-2 count. Colton Ryan looking to see if he can bail himself out now. And there he goes. He got him to chase, and Besto Durham is pissed. He breaks his bat, throws it all over the field, and he's heading back to the dugout, but they strand the bases loaded, and the Pythons not able to get it done. They've had a lot of chances today, but their offense has not been able to get past our Outlaw pitching staff, which has been very impressive, to say the least. And now Ramon Lee will get a chance here, 2-0 count against closer Evergreen Avila, 3-1 now, and great pitchers count, and hitters count. He takes a strike at the bottom of the zone. That gets popped foul, so full count for Lee. And he takes ball 4. I thought he was going to take strike 3 there, as it just missed the zone, and Avila's pretty pissed off, but we'll get a leadoff base runner here for Justice Colon. 0 for 2. Avila already at half stamina. Misses high on that one. And we do see Tier 2 crossed up, so it might activate and allow Ramon Lee to advance. And Justice Colon sends that into left field. It's going to hang up, and it's going to get off the top of the wall. Base rounder activates. Ramon Lee getting exhaustedly getting chased down by Justice Colon, who has to hold up at second base. And now runners on second and third for B. Buck, who took a really rough and ugly strike 3 last time. He is currently tense. He's going to look to see if he can get that fastball to drive. And Evergreen Avila put himself in a jam here. And there's a fastball, and it's going to stay fair down the left field line. It's going to tail away from Fernandez over there in left field. And B. Buck with a huge base hit, 2-run score. And the Outlaws are not done here. They are looking to continue to bury the Pythons. Evergreen Avila gets pulled. Burpee Bond comes in. He's locked in. Tier 2 falls behind as a 4-seam, a 2-seam, and a changeup. Gets a first pitch strike. Caroline Dealer takes that fastball, then a ball low and inside. And there's a fastball that she fouls off. So 1-2 count here, looking for her first hit of the year. And that ball's going to get popped, and it's going to get out of play. Leaping attempt from the third baseman is to no avail. 1-2 count again. Dealer pushes one foul. Trying to stay alive here to find a pitch she can drive, and she ends up swinging way late on a fastball. It was the pitch she was looking for, but not where she wanted it, and chased that out of the zone for strike 3. And that's going to be the first out, so runner on first. Cannon Avery comes up, got his first hit of the year last time up. Burpee Bond still locked in, but at about a half stamina, so he's already tired. This whole bullpen seems to be pretty exhausted, and he takes strike 3 on 3 pitches. So he goes down looking, and now Dalton Babshishin, who's 3 for 3 with 2 doubles and a single. He's locked in right now. Burpee Bond locked in. And that ball's going to get blooped right over the first baseman. I don't know what happened on that one, as the ball did not make very good contact, but it was just very slow little tiny rainbow over the first baseman, allowing B Buck to advance over to third base. And now good speed over at first. He might try and take off in this at bat. That ball gets away and it's almost caught in between bases as Buckley goes right to second base on that one. And so we'll see 2-0 count for center cut. 3-0 now. He might get the green light. And he takes a first pitch strike, or the strike there, and there's a fastball driven into right field. Fisk Gallagher slides in for that one, but it's going to drop in front, and he traps it, luckily, as that speed around the bases would have been really rough if it got past him. Instead, it's an RBI single for Tony Centercut. Now he's locked in at first. Elias Hensley locked in at the plate, and Burpee Bond in trouble now, looking to see if he can get out of this one with 2 outs, and Elias Hensley looking to find another one to drive. And he hits a fastball, but off the end of the bat as he did not time it up properly. Burpee Bond, who he was looking at from the dugout, was timing him up, but he didn't factor in how tired Bond was getting. 3 runs do come across, however, and it is a big cushion here for the Outlaws against the Pythons, but we will not call this game until the last out. It's 8-0, and Marcel Hornblower does Hornblower things, as that ball gets just over the wall in right field into that Python bullpen. 389, just barely gets that one over. His first home run of the year is a solo shot, and the shutout goes away. Colton Ryan makes a mistake, and Hornblower takes advantage. Now Legend Buckley comes up. Ryan is tense. First pitch fouled off. And that ball brushes him back, trying to get him off the plate a little bit, and then puts it on the outside part of the plate. But Legend Buckley was right back where he started, and he was able to get that one right up the middle for a base hit. So runner on first, following that solo home run, and the Pythons trying to mount a comeback here in the bottom of the 6th. They'll send Gustav Lambert up to the plate, their number 1 hitter. 0-2 now, falls behind after fouling 2 pitches off, and he fights to stay alive on an inside pitch, does not chase out of the zone there, and another inside pitch but goes foul. 1-2 count, and Ryan 25th pitch is a grounder to short. Ramon Lee to Quintana to Justice Colon, out number 3, and that gets Colton Ryan out of his tense mojo. He's back to neutral now, and Fisk Gallagher comes up, and Chris Blopside will come in to face him, and Crisp will get that reverse splits. Oh, it does not activate here. Oh, yes, it does. It offsets that locked-in mojo of Fisk Gallagher. So 0-2 already. Crisp looking to be a little bit cleaner than his last couple of outings. 1-2 count, and that's going to stay low. 2-2, 2 outs. Fisk Gallagher, last chance for the Pythons, fights one foul. And that ball is going to get through into left field, so we'll stay alive just a little bit longer. Tony Centercut will toss it in, but that's going to be a 2-out base hit for Fisk Gallagher, passing it down the line to Eliana Chambers. And they do know this team hits very well, and they have they've been able to play really well over the last few seasons. They know that they just have to go base hit at a time. They can't change it all in one hit. Chambers ends up grounding to second base, though, and Rock Quintana gets that last out, and the Outlaws finally break their losing streak. It ends at 3, and we get our first win. Whew. Both teams get 11 hits, but the Outlaws are able to be a lot more productive with them, getting 8 runs versus the Pythons 1. And for the Pythons, the only run came from Marcel Hornblower, their center fielder, with a solo shot in the 6th inning. A couple of hits scattered throughout. Every player on the team got a hit for the Pythons, but they just were not able to capitalize. For the Outlaws, This was a bit of a hit parade coming out party, especially Dalton Babshishin. Has he taken over as our leadoff man? I gave him that loyalty drop, and he immediately responds by going 4 for 4, 2 doubles. He scored 2 runs. Great day for him. Tony Centercut showed up at the end there. He went 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs. He got a ground out for an RBI and that single. Elias Hensley, great day from him. 2 for 4. He got I believe it was a 2-run homer and then a base hit for a run scored earlier as well. Rock Quintana, solo shot from him. That was nice to see. The called back-to-back shots was really fun. Ramon Lee, another rough day for him. He went 0 for 2. He did walk once and scored a run. Justice Cologne 1 for 3 with a run scored. B. Buck 1 for 3 with a run scored and 2 RBIs. So great day from him. Caroline Dealer 0 for 3, and then Cannon Avery went 1 for 3, got his first hit of the year. He also scored a run. Pitching wise, Lily Dubs labored but was able to overcome it. She did not allow her earned run. She did allow 7 base runners in her 2 2/3 innings, giving up 4 hits and allowing 3 walks. Dane Rollins will get the win. He went 2 innings, giving up 1 hit, 1 walk, and the 1 strikeout. For Colton Ryan, his first appearance of the year, it was a bit of a rocky appearance. He went 1 inning. He gave up 5 hits. He struck out 1, but also gave up a solo home run. And then Chris Blopside got the 1 out he needed to get after giving up a base hit. Bo Fernandez struggled 2 2/3, giving up 5 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 home runs, and striking out 2. Macias pitched pretty well, giving up 2 hits and 3 strikeouts in her 2 innings. And then Avila could not get things done. Burpee Bond struggled a bit too, but was able to manage getting out of that inning without allowing an earned run. It's going to be Elias Hensley getting the number 1 spot, Babshishin number 2, and then Hornblower number 3. So the Outlaws, you know how they are. They start off slow and they start turning up the heat as they get later into the season, and that might have been the case here. Another opportunity for development, for some loyalty, and I honestly have no idea where to go with this. I'm going to drop Liliana just because she is truly just a backup option. So we'll give it to Cannon to get him to 99. Again, it doesn't really matter unless we end up winning it all. And who am I going to drop loyalty for? Jeez, this is brutal. Crisp is a cornerstone pitcher for our team, so I'll drop Kellen Kirk. He was more so for that 3rd year. He's just kind of in that win now mode for us. He's not going to be a future player on our team, likely. Simulate to the next game. We're 1-3, 3 games back of the Burners. We went back to 0 run differential as we were -7, and then we got a big win there against our divisional rival. And next time up, look at that matchup. Kellen Kirk versus Brody Mashington. Brody came into onto our team late last year and pitched really, really well. And he will be facing off against our ace, Kellen Kirk. The Reapers tend to get the best of us in the regular season, but we really handled them in the playoffs last year, and I'm hoping that ends up being the case again. So since that last game, couple of moves here. Burpee Bond gets dropped. They were not happy with his performance. They bring in Rip Sutton. I think that was just to extend the starting rotation as they really realized that Bo Fernandez is not the option there. Development for Braden Sorelli. Love to see that. Augustus Massive gets dropped by the Sewer Sneaks. They bring in Caesar Baring. And then we see -1 fielding for Braden Sorelli. He drops to a B. Clark Cohen gets brought in by the Blurs. We see Joshua Lawrence gets brought in by the Skimmers, and then a development opportunity for Saul Ferguson. So taking a look at the development options. Not doing this one for Alex, not doing this for Saul. I would consider this one for Braden, but I think that's a next time out thing. I don't know if we have the ability to. But 4, potentially 8 contact would be really, really nice. It'd be nice to see him get back to where he was. All right, this one for B-Buck. I guess let's do the math really quick. I have to figure out how much do we gain each each game. So let's see. So we currently have 110, oops, 1110, 950. If we added one more game, we would get plus 625. That would put us at 1735. And for player development, if we do this one for B Buck, it would be minus 567400. And then we'll definitely have enough for Braden Sorelli's next game. So I don't know. I will tell you, just my brain is kind of fried right now, so I wasn't even really thinking much about trying to figure out the math. I went straight to the calculator on that one. But we will have enough money to be able to do this one for B Buck this after this game, and then this one after the next game. So B Buck +2 contact, chance for 5 more. Come on, nope, we will not get it. So he gets a slight boost to his contact rating, which has been really helpful so far. And then we are going to see that potential chance for +8 at the cost of 1 speed for Braden Sorelli, and I'm okay with that. So we'll see that one next time out. Funny how fast things can change. That one game just made me feel so much better about this team. We have this game against the Reapers, and then we head home for a double header against the Marauders. A 4-game set at home before we turn back to back on the road. And it's going to be really interesting. I wonder what we're going to see against the Reapers in this one and against Brody Mashington. Looking at the standings, the Marauders, who are going to be our next 2-game set, they're struggling as well, a little more than we are, but we don't know. We have a really good team and we're struggling, so maybe they do too. But next time out, we will be facing the Reapers. They went to the playoffs last year, but they're currently 1-3 as well. So a lot of teams struggling. A couple of teams running away with things. Sewer Sneaks, Burners, Burglars, and Scroungers. Those 2 teams are doing really well. Look at the Dive Bombers. They are 1-4. Protectors 2-3. Those 2 teams won both of their divisions the last 2 years. So we'll see what happens next time out. But thank you so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying the series, the final run of the Outlaws. If they don't win it all, we're changing things up. I'm excited for that, but I'm not throwing this year. The team is. So I will put everything I have into getting us one more championship at the very least. But thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to y'all next time. Bye, everyone.